So Envy.
Spike
Look at the
planted.
plant out of this.
My first name is Victor, last name Wong, my alias is Food, F-O-O-D. For a team, across all maps, I'm more of an aggressive player. Unlike on attack side, I'm mainly the first point of contact on most maps. So growing up, it's the cliche, I played a lot of video games with my brothers. They always beat me when I was younger, and that kind of made me really frustrated. And I think that's where my competitive nature comes from. I first realized that I had the potential to go professional in CS back when I made it to FPL, a hub where pro players played, and I competed at the semi-pro level. At that time I was in school and I was finishing my 4 years. After I finished my 4 years, I was like, damn, this is like something I can actually pursue. Growing up, I had an interest in computers, obviously because my brothers were always around computers, they were building computers. So I just felt like that was something, that was a field that I could get a job in and not be miserable for the rest of my life. As far as FPS games go, I played all the iterations of Counter-Strike. Growing up, I played 1.6 in elementary school, and then I played a little of Source of the Warcraft mod that was there in the custom games. And then I started Counter-Strike Global Offensive, I think, in my senior year of high school. I had no aspirations of going pro at the time. I was just playing with my friends and just having some fun. It wasn't anything in particular, it was just like myself realizing, like, damn, I'm pretty good at this game. So, and there's professionals in this game already, and why not just like make the most out of it. At the time, I was on Guerrilla Gang, which was a semi-pro team. We were attending a few LANs here and there, and after that season, Swill Patrol contacted me, which at the time, which was a team that was promoted to the pro division, and that's when I got started. My mom, she was like, she was indifferent. She wasn't the most supportive, but she wasn't against it either. But then when she saw that I was being successful, I was getting paid, I was getting onto organizations, she was fine with it. She actually really supports me right now. As far as my friends go, they're kind of shocked too. Like, damn, like, you're a professional gamer. Like, what does that even mean? You know, like, where does this money come from? Like, how are you getting paid? Why are they paying you? Who's paying you?
The turret making it look easy right now.
30
The last
seconds left.
remaining member is Food in mid. And
I first made the switch to VALORANT just a few months ago, and around May. Organizations weren't really looking to get into Counter-Strike, which prompted a lot of Counter-Strike players to switch over to VALORANT. T1 contacted me while I was competing with Swill Patrol near the end of my time with Swill Patrol. And I took like about a week to think about it, and then weighed the pros and cons of VALORANT, CS, which one did I want to play, which one did I enjoy, stuff like that. And then I ended up switching to VALORANT.
Why are they peeking?
It really grew on me. Like, right now I can play VALORANT all day and I wouldn't have a problem with it.
Oh my god, he's gonna get the 6 games. He's gonna get the 6 games.
I didn't see myself becoming, like, taking it to the next step in Counter-Strike, and there was also no financial incentive to stay in Counter-Strike. So for my career, the better decision was definitely to switch to VALORANT. Our team right now is we're all full of players who played Counter-Strike previously, so I kind of know all of them through Counter-Strike. FNS I've been talking to for about like 2 years now, maybe even more, and we always talk about like game stuff. We get along really well outside the game. Crashes as well, I met him through FPL. On this team, people really believe in FNS and his in-game knowledge, so when he has something to say, it's usually right. But people aren't afraid to say, like, hey, to FNS, hey, I think you're wrong here, and then they'll discuss why, and then give their input, and then we come up with a solution, or come to a compromise really quickly. Leaving T1 was a little sad for me because I felt T1 treated me extremely well. Like, everything I asked for was there. I feel like that's really important, and it shows that they actually care. I spoke to Astro during my negotiation processes. But the reason I chose Envy was that they're obviously a top tier org. I mean, everyone says Hastro is one of the best owners in the business, so I don't really see age as a limiting factor for players. But for myself, I'm 24, so I'm like kind of getting up there, to be honest. When it comes time to hang it up, I don't know, maybe coaching, that could be a good idea, or like esports management.
Flash does at least blind them momentarily as they try to make their way out onto the site.
To be the best, you got to be really competitive, because people are, if you're not playing, other people are improving, you know, like, so you got to really always strive to be the best, to be at the best level. I feel like my career will be shorter than everyone else's because I'm like 24, and I think esports players generally retire like around 30. I want to be known for winning. That's like the #1 thing for me.
Just down to one member left, and it's Food. Who else but Food? He is able to get the 1v1 win and get them the last round.